Hey guys, Elisa here with Lifestyle Lighthouse at lifestylelighthouse.com. Today's video is going to be about a 3-step sleep plan that sleep specialists use to help their patients relieve stress and anxiety symptoms. By the end of this video, you will know how sleep affects your mood and anxiety. You will have a complete snapshot of the possible sleep disruptions in your life. I'll give you some checklists for this. You will also have in your hands a 3-step sleep plan that you can implement today, which means that you could start reducing your stress and anxiety symptoms tonight. So, someone in your life might have told you to keep track of your mood and emotions. When I was in high school, mood tracking was a huge trend, and honestly, it's still very important, especially if you have trouble with stress, sleep, and or anxiety. You should pay attention to your moods for sure. Ask yourself right now, do your moods stay about the same throughout the day, or do your moods fluctuate throughout the day, and how often do they fluctuate if they fluctuate? The thing about your mood and your sleep is that the amount of uninterrupted sleep that you get has an effect on your moods and emotions. Depending on your situation right now, you might not be sleeping well and you might be experiencing up and down mood cycles throughout the day. If you're a parent too, especially a new parent, you might be experiencing this and you might think that it's normal, but it's not. A recent survey within the past few years found that 20% of parents with newborns and kids up to 3 years old would wake up 3 or more times per night on average. This type of uninterrupted sleep can be extremely difficult to change for many reasons, and that's why it's important to understand the effects of it. A large research study was done where students with no prior sleep problems took some tests to gauge their moods and to maintain their focus 1 hour after waking up. The students performed under 3 different conditions. 1, they were tested after 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. 2, they were tested after sleep was restricted to 4 hours. Then they were tested after 1 night of sleep, during which they were woken up for 10 minutes after every 90 minutes of sleep. During this 10-minute period that they were woken up for, the students had to complete tasks on a computer and then return to sleep. The results from this study showed that there was almost no difference in the ability to sustain attention between students with interrupted sleep and students who only had 4 hours of sleep. The moodiness of the subjects was indicated by depression, fatigue, and reduced energy. This moodiness significantly increased in people who were only allowed to have 4 hours of sleep and in people who were woken up every 90 minutes. Basically, brief interruptions of sleep had the same negative effect on mood and attention span as sleeping very few hours at night. So let's dive a little deeper. With normal sleep patterns, you can naturally progress from slow wave sleep to REM sleep in 90-minute cycles. If sleep is consistently interrupted, you restart that cycle at stage 1 or stage 2 sleep, and you might never reach the phase of REM sleep. This study with the students demonstrates the adverse effects of just 1 night of interrupted sleep. So imagine the effect of consistent cumulative loss of sleep night after night after night. This could be you, and it might be you right now. It's sadly a common and a sad situation. It's a situation that is true for shift workers and even new parents. Disrupting sleep negatively affects your ability to function at the highest level. Feeling sleeping during the day, not going to sleep at night, and waking up feeling tired are not common for the average adult. If you're in a tiring period of your life where you're a new parent or you're a shift worker, then it's definitely normal to feel tired, but it's not normal to also be snappy, to be moody, to be teary, and to be irritable. Also, you can't fix this with a medication or a pill. There's no magic pill that will let you go home, sleep better, and change your moods. Poor sleeping habits and a prolonged state of hyperarousal can literally drain your energy and mess with your mood. Now, let's talk about how to improve your mood and sleeping habits. So I'm going to give you a 3-step sleep plan that health professionals and sleep specialists at sleep clinics use with their patients. It has personally helped me, which is why I've designed checklists and the sleep and mood diary just for this free course. Now I'm sharing it with you so that you can go ahead and use this plan for free and get the high quality sleep that you deserve so that you can live a more free life with less anxiety and less stress symptoms. So let's dive in. Step 1 is all about the checklists here. So if you feel like what I'm talking about up to this point sounds very similar to your situation, then it might be beneficial to go through some checklists to see how your interrupted sleep is currently affecting your moods, your anxiety, and a possible depression. I have links to these checklists that are based off of the ones from Dr. Rosenberg, who is a well-known medical doctor of a sleep disorder center in Arizona. He's certified in sleep medicine, and I've studied and used his practices so that I could optimize my own sleeping disorders. Also, some of these checklists are taken directly from the Center of Disease and God, I forgot what it was called. What was it called? The Center of Disease Control and Prevention. There we go. We'll get to that file later, but I needed to get you the right name of that website. Some of those websites are taken from official checklists that are used to self-assess yourself, so they're not just made up from thin air. So I've made these checklists, one for checking your mood, one for checking your anxiety, and one for checking for possible depression. These checklists give a great snapshot of your current situation and lifestyle, and they also give you insight to the possible sleep disruptions that affect your daily life. So again, I've linked them below in the video description so that you can download them for free. Again, step 1 is all about the checklist. You just want to get a snapshot of your current lifestyle and sleeping habits. Basically, you want to audit anything that could really be affecting your sleeping habits. And that is kind of like a deep dive into the deeper parts of your lifestyle. So that's what these checklists are for. So now let's move on to step 2, which is make a plan to change your sleep routines for 1 month. Okay, so you want to start out with setting a general guideline on when to stop working or, stop doing, studying, working, whatever it is. You want to make a general guideline on when to stop doing that. You want to know when to be in bed and then when to fall asleep by. I'll make a more in-depth video on how to create a personalized sleep routine, but the basics are to set some type of structure to your evening sleep routine. Do this for 1 month. Now, we get to step 3. So for the next month, you want to keep a sleep diary as well as a mood checklist or journal so that you can track your improvement based on decreased moodiness, decreased irritability, and increased well-being. I'll put a link to a free download to the sleep diary and mood checklist / journal that I designed for this free course. It will be in the video description below as well. It's all one same file so that it's all in one place, okay? And honestly, that's all. Those are the 3 steps. That's a 3-step sleep plan. It's very, very simple, but it can be difficult to execute. Let's be honest, how many of you can fall asleep at the same time each day for 2 months straight? Not many of us, including myself sometimes, but you have to try your best. So afterwards, after you start implementing this 3-step plan, there are some steps after, of course, because you want to maintain these sleeping habits and this new lifestyle. Try to reevaluate your routine and journals each month, or maybe, every 2 months. Just try to keep it consistent and change your sleep and lifestyle habits accordingly. So you want to keep reevaluating yourself because your lifestyle will change, obviously. We live the adventure of life and many things happen and your lifestyle and your habits will obviously change. So based on what patterns you see in your routine, in your journals each month. Change your sleep and lifestyle habits accordingly. You know, no one's perfect and no life is perfect. So just do that and you'll be able to grow and develop your sleeping habits and lifestyle to be something that you can live with consistently. And I'm going to give you some extra tips to maximize the 3-step plan. So the first is to drink sleep-inducing tea instead of evening wine. I know some people like to drink, like a shot of tequila or a glass of wine before bed every night. It might not be you, but drink sleep-inducing tea instead. Because I know sometimes alcohol helps you sleep, but if you give this tea a try, it might be better, and also it's a little healthier for your body, okay? And then number 2, establish a daily pre-sleep routine that becomes a nice ritual before you go to bed. That is kind of up to you. I could make a video about that as well. It'll probably tie in with establishing a sleep routine, but again, this is really just to establish some type of structure and ritual so that it becomes an easier habit to implement. Number 3, go to bed when you are truly tired. That kind of speaks for itself. Just try not to force yourself to sleep. It's going to be pretty difficult to implement this 3-step plan if you have to force yourself through it. Try to, go to bed when you're truly tired. Do whatever it takes to get to that time of day where you feel tired and then go to bed. Next, place a small alarm clock or your phone in the drawer of the nightstand next to your bed so that you won't watch the clock, but you can still hear the alarm sound. And then lastly, just begin a consistent, simple exercise program on your treadmill or something. Any type of exercise, whether it's dance, it's walking on the treadmill, walking at the park, walking your dog, or taking a class. Be consistent. It can be simple. It can be, intense depending on your activity level. Just try to begin that, and I'll get more into how exercise affects sleep, stress, and anxiety in my later videos. But for now, as a general guideline, begin a consistent, simple exercise program for yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a preview of what this 3-step plan and the downloads I have for you look like. So here we go. This is what I was scrolling through earlier because I forgot what that thing was called. So this is what you will get, okay? So this is what you'll be able to download for free if you go to the link in the description below this video. There's an instructions page with a summary of the 3-step sleep plan that I made. Everything's here. Everything's in one file. Then there's the checklist that we talked about for step 1. And then there is the sleep and mood diaries that we talked about for step 3. Okay, so that's that, and you can download it for free. I love making these things into beautifully designed tools that can be used to make your life easier. It was really fun making this for you, and it puts everything together into a compact download, and I want to give it to you for free. Why? Because honestly, it's very simple. This 3-step sleep plan is the first step to your new chapter of a less stressful and less anxious life. You have to start somewhere, and this is a very simple way to start. It's also a very structured way to start. And I'm trying to give you the tools through this, all these checklists and these tools so that you have everything you really need for the beginning part of your new chapter of life. Okay, so just go to the link that I put in the description box, enter your email, and it will be delivered to your email. Now, people who have done this, including myself, have reported that they feel more energized. And personally, I also noticed that just after around the 40-day mark, I also wasn't as forgetful in my daily life. So that's just one personal connection I made as well. So you'll probably make these small discoveries with yourself as well. Now, sleep is so closely connected to your moods and thus your anxiety and stress. Not getting enough sleep contributes to negative moods like feeling annoyed, cranky, nervous, tense, grumpy, and worried. And going off of that, high quality sleep promotes better moods like feeling energetic, happy, calm, refreshed, and even playful. So please try to take the time to use this 3-step plan to give yourself the high quality sleep that you deserve. It's used by sleep clinics and licensed health professionals with their patients. You deserve to feel refreshed during the day. You deserve to be able to sleep when you are tired. You deserve to feel calm and happy and tense free. So please use the checklist that I will link below so that you can gauge what sleep disruptions might be affecting your daily life. There will be 3 checklists. Technically there's 2, but I count the mood one as well. So that's kind of step 1 and 3. So there will be something for your mood. There's a checklist for possible depression, and there's one for possible general anxiety. Then make a plan to change your sleep routines for a month. If you need help with this, I will make a video about it, so keep an eye out for that. Again, it's just to give you some structure around a sleep routine that you can try to improve and keep consistent. And then for the second month, start keeping a sleep diary and mood checklist to track your improved moods and well-being. I'll leave a free download to a sleep diary and mood checklist in the video description below in the same file. They're all in the same file again, just saying again. Use these resources and also try to implement the extra tips that I mentioned. You can rewatch this video or reread the blog post as many times as you need for those extra tips that can help you optimize the 3-step plan. You will feel a difference, and you will also see a difference in your sleep diary and checklists based on the patterns that you begin to see. Each day of more high quality sleep is a step towards a happier, refreshed lifestyle. Implement this 3-step sleep plan and you should start feeling more refreshed and less moody and less anxious in as little as 30 days. Within the first month of you trying to implement this 3-step plan, you should start to feel some differences. But again, you should really try to keep this consistent. Get into this 3rd step where you implement something where you implement the sleep diary and the mood journal for the 2nd month, and then try to keep it consistent. Reevaluate yourself every month or more, every 2 months if you want, and try to keep it consistent. It really works, guys. Just give it your best shot to stay consistent. I know it's hard. I've been there. I've struggled with stress-induced sleeping disorders for more than half my life. I've tried almost every technique and sleeping pill out there. This 3-step plan works. It just takes time. So I believe in you. The results are worth it. Your stress and anxiety will feel less of a burden. Your sleep will be more enjoyable. Your evenings will be more calm and less tense. Your days will be refreshing and energetic. And you are capable and ready to start living with less aggressive stress and anxiety symptoms. It starts with better sleep. So give this 3-step sleep plan a try. I've linked all the checklists and the resources down below in the same file in the video description below. I designed those specifically for this free course for you guys, so please use them. They're really helpful for me, and again, it's like a first step to a new fresh breath of air in your life. So please tell me how they work for you. Please tell me how I can improve them so that you can get the most from them. And honestly, just please keep doing what you're doing to live your best life, living with stress and anxiety. You're doing a great job. And as always, if this video helped you at all, or if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel and then click the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload a new video so that you can learn more about how you can relieve your stress and anxiety symptoms with sleeping techniques. See you guys soon. Happy sleeping.